So I think Zachary Quinto is a name a lot of the fandom will be familiar with if you're into science fiction. Obviously, his most famous roles are going to be playing Spock in the J.J. Abrams reboot of Star Trek. Okay, not really reboot, side universe, I know, you don't have to correct me, I'm a Trekkie. And then of course on Heroes, where he was the main villain. But now it sounds like maybe Marvel Studios has their eyes on him, so let's talk about this and who he could possibly be. So to me, Zachary Quinto is a great actor. I really like him. At first, I didn't really like him when he was cast in Heroes. I just wasn't feeling his acting. And as the show went on, as Star Trek then took off, I really got behind him. And he's actually become one of these actors that if I see him in something, I will watch it because he's in it. So I have that connection now where I'm like, look, I like him enough. I'm going to go watch something he's in, even if I'm like questioning it, just because I know he always delivers a solid performance. With Quinto now done with Star Trek, and Star Trek being done in the films, at least the Abrams verse, things are looking rather bleak for a lot of those actors going somewhere else. Zachary Quinto has been mentioned as to meeting with Marvel Studios to some capacity. Now, this could just be in passing. I think every actor at some point is literally meeting with Marvel Studios over something. It's just not a surprise. They're trying to find everybody, and they're at the point where they have to use other actors that have already been in the MCU, like Blade, for example, in other roles. So you're going to run out of big actors at some point. Quinto himself, of course, if you guys follow him, he did come out, and this was something that he said affected his career a little bit back then, but it's sort of recovered and people are accepting of it now. And to me, this just screams X-Men. You know, we look at the X-Men, we know what the X-Men stand for, we know what they're about. Zachary Quinto, to me, would perfectly pull off an X-Men character. Now, I don't know who, and I don't think you're going to cast him as like Cyclops. You definitely want to go younger for Cyclops or any of the main X-Men, but I could honestly see him as many other characters out there just to be able to do that. And if you look at how when they were originally casting the X-Men, they went for Ian for Magneto because he also came out and it was very well known, and there was that connection with Magneto. Who's to say they couldn't do that again? And this is just one of those things where I'm, kind of speculating here, but to me, I think that's how the X-Men are going to do it. You're going to see so much diversity in that franchise, and if you need a big name somehow attached to it, Zachary Quinto will bring a crowd. So I'm inclined to believe some of these rumors that he's been meeting with Marvel. It just makes sense.